Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about a stock which we actually visit very frequently. Now as always, if you enjoy what you see today, don't forget to like and subscribe with the link down below. But today we're going to be touching on a very tough topic with the name of NIO stock and talking about whether or not this recent break in NIO's longer term support price is an indication of some rough times coming ahead. Now, as you may know from watching my channel, NIO stock is one of the most heavily traded stocks on the entire market, and not to mention one of the highest traded Chinese stocks as well. Now, both Alibaba and NIO have begun to sell off massively over the last few trading hours as the news came out that DiDi stock was going to be delisted from the stock market, but this follows years and years of fear in the market with Chinese stocks and also follows continued investigations which are centered around previous mishandlings by these companies. So the most important thing to see here will be the stock chart for NIO, seeing exactly what could happen over the next few months if the situation recovers and if the situation gets worse, but also talking about what exactly it means that DiDi got delisted over the last few days. Alright, now moving over to the chart pattern for NIO stock, there are going to be some very critical things to look at that happened in the past, which are going to give us an amazing indication of why the break of this support price, why a break below this critical number $32 a share is going to ultimately show us a very bad sign for NIO investors. Now, as you can see here circled on the chart, this is the other times when I have made a video on NIO stock. And usually I try to pick these critical moments to guide you guys, show you a direction of what could possibly be happening with NIO stock. But in this video, I'm going to be presenting a very different argument because this sell-off to me looks different, and paired along with the news of what happened to DiDi, I really do think that this could be a critical moment for the stock that every single investor should have their eyes glued on. Now, the reason why this is such a critical moment is not only because this is the support price for NIO stock and what we've been watching over the last few months as an indication of when this stock could be a good buy, but it is also because there is a massive pattern setting up here on NIO stock. As you can see, there is a classic head and shoulders pattern playing out here on the one-day chart, and ultimately if this pattern does confirm itself on Monday and following into the next week, this is a massive disaster for NIO stock, and investors will definitely feel pain from this move. So that's why I want to bring you guys this information extremely early and as soon as I saw this break below the support, because this could be a critical moment for you to decide long term what you're going to be doing with your NIO shares. Are you willing to hold them all the way for this stock to drop around back to the $28 a share range, which is my prediction of where this stock will be heading in the next few weeks? Or are you more willing to sell right now and look into the future, hopefully looking to buy at a later time? Now, in order to show you guys better what I exactly think will be happening on Monday and next week with NIO stock, I do need to zoom in the chart, and all I've done here is change it from the one-day time frame, which makes every single candle on the chart worth 1 day of trading time, to the 1 hour time frame, which is now making the candles worth 1 hour a piece. Now, ultimately, you can see that the price was rejected here very classically in that mountain pattern, like the head and shoulders I was showing you guys on the larger time frame. But ultimately, the most critical moment for this chart pattern right now is down here where we are near the support price. Now, as you can see, we have broken below our critical purple box, and this is not a great sign. This is not what we like to see as investors. But ultimately, this is not the end of this downwards trend, in my humble opinion, and I really do think that we will be seeing something like this coming next week and on Monday. I think we will see a retest back up into our purple box, ultimately followed by a trend to the downside and continuation of this larger overall trend which we have been forming since the beginning of this year. So the reason I want to show you guys this is because I do not want you to be tricked when we head back into this purple box. It is not going to be the best time to buy. The best time to buy, in my opinion, would be after we break out of this purple box either to the upside or shorting it whenever we break out to the downside. So that's exactly what I'm going to be watching this week. After NIO stock does have its typical dead cat bounce and we do come back into this purple box, I'm going to be watching very closely whether or not the stock breaks to the downside of the box or to the upside of the box, and that will ultimately decide how I trade this into the next week. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe down below, as I'll have more content coming extremely soon. And don't forget to check the Discord link for free, which is also in that description down below.